What's up, guys? You're watching J Boy TV, and we are back with another reaction. Today we'll be reacting to You Dropped a Bomb on Me official music video by the Gap Band. This was suggested by a patron, so you know how to check it out. I am not familiar with the Gap Band. If you are a returning viewer to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It helps out the channel a ton. There are 100,000 of you guys that watch my videos and return to my videos, but over 85% of you guys are not subscribed. I know it can be easy to forget because my videos just pop up. I do the same thing sometimes. If this is your first time to the channel, I am new to the rock genre, exploring the mini classic rabbit holes, having a blast. If you want to join me on that journey, take a second to scroll down, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on your post notifications so that you don't miss a video when I post. It helps out the channel tremendously. And if you guys are interested in exclusive content or you want to ensure that I react to your suggestion, definitely consider checking out the Patreon. The link will be in the description. I have tons of reactions to classic songs that got blocked here from YouTube, songs that I know you guys would enjoy. That being said, let's get right into this video.
To the sky, I've never been so high. You were my fears, you were my friends, you were my hope, baby, you were my smoke. You dropped the bomb, you dropped the bomb on me, baby. You dropped the bomb on me, but you turned me out. You dropped the bomb on me, baby. You dropped the bomb on me, but you turned me on. You dropped the bomb on me, baby. You dropped the bomb on me. You dropped the bomb on me, baby. You dropped the bomb on me, baby. You dropped the bomb on me. You were in motion, felt like lotion. You were the gift for me. You were my first explosion, turned out to be corrosion. You were the first for me, but you turned me out. You dropped the bomb on me, baby. You dropped the bomb on me. Oh, you dropped the bomb on me, baby. You dropped the bomb on me. I won't forget what you done to me. You dropped the bomb on me, baby. You dropped the bomb on me. You dropped the bomb on me, baby. You dropped the bomb on me.
banger of a song by the Gap Band. I never heard of these guys before today, but I did recognize the lead singer, Charlie Wilson. I've heard a ton of his songs, and man, this one was fantastic. This song has great energy. If you're on the dance floor, you cannot help but move to this song. I love the beat on this song. It was super hard hitting. The synthesizer was amazing on this song, just providing all those different kind of sounds. It was pretty much the staple of this song outside of the beat. I love how up-tempo this one is, and I also enjoy the choreography as well. This is definitely an entertaining group. Charlie Wilson has a great voice and it has a lot of character to it. His delivery also gave this one a lot of energy, and I enjoyed the background singers as well. I feel like they're what made this song like catchy. This was an absolute blast. Now let's get into the lyrics on this song. He said, "You were the girl that changed my world. You were the girl for me. You lit the fuse. I stand accused. You were the first for me." So he's saying here that his interaction with this girl was the one that kind of changed his whole perspective on life and maybe some other things as well. Maybe she introduced him to a world that he was previously unaware of. He said, "You were the first for me and you lit the fuse." The chorus goes, "But you turned me out, baby. You dropped a bomb on me, baby. You dropped a bomb on me. But you turned me on, baby. You dropped a bomb on me, baby. You dropped a bomb on me." Based on the context clues here, I think it's safe to assume that he's saying that this girl introduced him to sex. In the first verse, he says, "You lit the fuse and you were the first for me." And then he said, "You turned me out." So this is the first girl that he had, you know, all of these interactions with. And it really changed who he was. It changed how he thought about things. And it was really just groundbreaking in general for him, as it would be for anybody. Next verse, he says, "You were my thrills, you were my pills. You dropped a bomb on me. You turned me out, you turned me on. You turned me loose, then you turned me wrong." So she introduced him to a plethora of things, and not all of those things were good. He said, "You turned me out, you turned me on, you turned me loose, then you turned me wrong." So he's not saying specifically what she kind of introduced him to, but maybe it was drugs, maybe it was just a certain lifestyle, but whatever it was, he kind of got addicted to it, and she was an exciting person to be with. He said, "You were my thrills, you were my pills." So she was the drug that he was consuming. Next verse, he says, "Just like Adam and Eve said, you set me free. You took me to the sky. I'd never been so high. You were my pills, you were my thrills, you were my hope, baby. You were my smoke. You dropped a bomb, hey, baby." So she definitely introduced him to some more risk-taking behavior, maybe doing some sketchy or illegal things, and she also introduced him to drugs. He said, "You took me to the sky. I'd never been so high." So this girl had kind of been around the block before she met him, and then she kind of took him along for the ride. He alluded to Adam and Eve here, kind of insinuating that, you know, the girl was the one that kind of took him down the wrong path, although that's not necessarily the real story of Adam and Eve, but that's a story for another time. Last verse I'll go over, he says, "We were in motion, felt like lotion. You were the girl for me. You were the first explosion, turned out to be corrosion. You were the first for me, but you turned me out, baby." So he thought this is who he was gonna be with for a long time. He's kind of saying here that everything was smooth sailing at first, but he said she turned out to be corrosion. So she kind of pulled him towards more negative things, like smoking, drinking, maybe other drugs, and in that way she dropped a bomb on him, including being his first intimate partner. She left an imprint on his life that can't really be erased. Man, this was a funky and fantastic song. Great recommendation from you guys. If you guys have any suggestions, leave them down in the comments below. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy the content. And I'll catch you guys on the flip.